And I didn't bring bug spray again. But I do have a citronella candle that I can use, so I'll light that up when I get back. If I have a lighter. I don't think I have a lighter.
Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and you'll be tripping.
Hey trippers, today's trip brings us to Magnolia Springs Park. It's a park not far from my home. There's a beautiful clear spring, turtles, alligators, and more. I'm looking forward to this one-night camping trip. Trip with me. I packed everything in the van and we're getting ready to head out on the road. It's a nice day, but it is hot. Look at these beautiful magnolia trees they have here at the front of the park. Oh, we're getting ready to go into the park. I will stop at the visitor center like the sign says. They have firewood. My parking pass is already on my post at the campsite, so we're on our way. I got a trail map and a park map. Look at this beautiful spot we have here. We're right on the end. It's very private. Now I have to hook up my electrical cable. I knew it. It shuts off, that means there's no electric. It's very hot out here, and not having air, that's not a good thing for me. I'm waiting for one of the camp maintenance guys to show up. Hopefully it's an easy fix because I'm already having it. These things are falling on my head. What is that? It's a pine needle. It's nice being on the end over here where it's private, but it's a little spooky too. It will be tonight anyway. Well, I feel kind of silly because nothing's wrong with it. He tested it and the post is working, the electric is working fine, and I messed around with the plugs a little bit and then it's working now. So I have air, thank goodness. Now we are going to use this map, hopefully, because I'm not good at maps, to find the interpretive boardwalk. This is Beaver Trail. I'm going to try and figure out where we are from that. I didn't bring bug spray again. Oh, here we go. Harv told me about snakes in Florida, poisonous snakes. He told me about how cougars can just attack you, lunge at you, and just kill you in an instant. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm walking down this trail, there are Florida cougars. Well, I hope I'm not going too far. One of the problems I have is I'm very out of shape. So even a small trail like this can really take it out of me. A member of the pineapple family. Spanish moss is not a true moss. I think we're on Beaver Trail and went too far. This is too far. And I see it curving up there. Look. I don't get it. Don't tell me I didn't go far enough.
I insisted that we weren't lost. I insisted that we keep going.
Well, this is where you rent the boats. There's information on Beaver Trail. Prevent tick bites, wear repellent, which I am not doing. So they have kayaks and canoes over here. You have boats over there to rent. And again, I have gone the wrong way. I think I went the right way the first time and I just didn't go far enough. A I saw another area where it says spring here, and that is this way, I know for sure. So that's where I'm going. Going up that hill, even though it's not that big for some people, it was hard for me. They have cottages for rent here also. All right, this is Woodpecker Trail here. Woodpecker Trail leads to the spring, so I'm taking it. The good thing about the trail is that it has the tree canopy for shade. I am lost again. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There's a sign over here. I went right. We did find it. I'm pretty sure. Little tiny fish in there. Yay, we found it. Thank goodness. We found the spring.
But no fishing allowed.
I see a turtle.
Beware of alligators.
Oh, we have a sign that shows how deep the stream is, where the spring flow comes from, what type of stone. Look at that beautiful blue water over there. That's what I saw in the pictures. Very clear. You can see all the fish. Hi, Mr. Turtle. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sit down for a few minutes and rest. I wish they had a water fountain around here. That's one thing that's missing. I wish they had that. I usually don't drink out of water fountains, but I need it right now. I should have brought a drink with me and I did not. A little bit of shade for you.
Do not feed the alligators.
Come and get it!
Oh. Back to our campsite. There's Casper. There was a bathroom back there when I got to this part of the park, so I stopped and got some more water out of the sink. I just went on a hike and got lost a couple times. It was longer than I anticipated. I didn't take a drink. I didn't take bug spray. I didn't take sunscreen. I didn't take a knife. I didn't take a rag to wet my hair or something. A hat. I was totally unprepared and I paid for it. I almost had a stroke again, and this was worse than the time I went to Fort McAllister. I don't know if we can go in that house over there or not. I don't know if I have it in me, but I'll check. No, it's roped off, thank goodness. That was a long walk. I made it. I'm almost back to the museum, thank goodness. The one time I was glad something was not open. That was pretty bad, but this was actually worse. I tried to knock on a door and get water from somebody, and their screen door was locked, but I had to have water, so I went to the back and I drank out of the spigot. I had to. I was dying. wondered what the hell was going on. I have never been so happy to get back to my van. I closed my doors, turned the air on, got my drinks, and now I'm just gonna lay here for a while and rest. Now something seems to be going on with my air. It is not the air conditioner, it's just the fan. So it was going great when I first got here. I laid down, I felt the cold air, and now I feel a fan. No cold air. Hopefully it comes back on. Maybe it just like cycles. Do you guys know? It's an RV air conditioner. Coleman Mach. I think it just came back on. I heard something, yeah, it came back on. So it must cycle on and off. Man, that kind of sucks. I'm glad that I figured out how this air conditioner works not too far from home, because I wasn't expecting this. It stays off for quite a bit when it cycles off. I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I take my trip across the U.S. to the west. I'm taking a northern route, but it is during the summer, and I'm sure there's going to be some hot weather. It'd be nice to build a fire here during the winter, but I don't see doing that tonight. I'm not going to do it alone anyway. Not right now. I need to learn how to do it better. It's a lot nicer out here. Cooled down a lot. They have the music going, some candles. They have lights on their trailer. Now I'm going to eat some bowl peanuts. The air conditioner seems to be doing fine now. It's not cycling on and off like it was earlier. So that leads me to believe it was having to do with heat because it's hot outside, which doesn't make sense for an air conditioner because that's when I need it, is when it's hot outside. I made it through the night. The air lasted, and I got to turn it off a few times even. This campground is so much better than the one in Pigeon Forge. Those sites were so cramped, like very, very narrow and right next to each other. This one, they're spread out. It's nature, it's beautiful. Now it's time for coffee. Kuju coffee comes in these little packets. And you just take it out. You rip off the top. And there's the coffee. And you pull these tabs out like this. And then you put it on your cup. And you just keep filling it up. I used this Kuju coffee when I was in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and I ran out during the trip, so I had to use my little press. I have a AeroPress, and I really missed this convenience. I got up this morning about 10:30. I had to catch up on some sleep because I'm still editing the video from my camping trip the other day. I had mentioned the Kuju coffee in my camping video, and I thought I would show you just how much I do really love this Kuju coffee. I got up late and I'm tired this morning. I can't wake up, and I didn't want a Keurig cup of coffee. I'm not an affiliate of Kuju coffee. I'm not being paid anything to talk about Kuju coffee in my videos. The only thing they did was send me a free box of samples. I have some cream. I was looking at this map. I'm going to attempt to make it to the observation tower again this morning. That's where I got lost yesterday when I thought I was going to the springs. I think I might be able to make it because it's cooler out this morning. The sun isn't overhead yet. It's about 7 right now. My dad is coming home. He had surgery the other day, and I have to be home by 12. So I think that I can make it over to the observation tower and back to my campsite. And then on the way out at the park entrance, they have the Fort Lawton remains. I'm gonna try and make it to the observation deck once again. There's a deer. I don't know if you saw it. There's two. They have a bench here. That's really good because I might need it later. I think I'm almost to the observation tower. I'm gonna go down here and see if I can see anything good to take pictures of. Look at all those lily pads. See if we see any gators. Gator, come out and play. Do not see any. I was really hoping to get some footage of gators for you. Maybe I will from the observation tower. You can see lots of people come back here and carve their names in the wood. I spotted a big hole down there right by the river. Is that from a gator? Or is that from a beaver? I have a feeling that was the observation deck I was looking for. It's not what I was expecting, but okay, it was something. I got some exercise this morning. There are lots of roots, tree roots, that are going across the trail, and they look like snakes. I'm being very careful as I go down this trail. I'm looking down most of the time. I'm really enjoying seeing all the fungi or fungus. How do you say it? I don't know. Either way, I'm enjoying seeing it. It's beautiful. I haven't seen many ant mounds, but here's one, large one, and it's wet right now. I don't know if it's active or not, but that's what they look like. I haven't seen many on the trail. I've seen little tiny ones like this. Here's one. I've seen little ant mounds like this on the trail, but nothing large. But you still want to steer clear of them if you can, because they do bite. Oh, that's a woodpecker. That's probably what's making these holes. I bet that's what it is. All right, we're almost back to the campsite. And I will get the van ready and we'll drive up to the front and take a look at the fort and possibly go by the spring again to see if I can find any alligators for you. Oh, we made it back. Unharmed. See how great that campsite is that I got? It's right on the end and lots of room and private. You can tell I was in the air conditioning, can't you? I have a nice picnic table over here. There's a bridge over there that takes you to another trail, I believe. I'll go over there on that bridge and see if I can find anything. I don't see any, but I do see a turtle and he's coming over here. I swear, these turtles must get food. I don't have any food for you, I'm sorry. I figured out I didn't have any food. It's gonna go away now. Unfortunately, I am not seeing any gators. Maybe I'll see some from the bridge. Let's go over there. All right, let's head over to the bridge. See the moss hanging from that tree. Nope, I am not seeing anything. This is the entrance up here, and I'm wondering if this is where the fort is. I don't know. I'm going to go take a look over here and see what this says. The magnolia trees are beautiful right now with the blooms. A traditional symbol of the South, this graceful tree is commonly found in old hardwood forest in deep shade. The dark green leathery leaves have a rusty brown underside and grow from 6 to 9 inches long. Large creamy white flowers give off a deep fragrance. In September 1864, Brigadier General John H. Winder was urged by the Confederate leadership to complete the camp as soon as possible so prisoners could be transferred from Andersonville and other locations. He was given authority to impress whatever he needed to finish the work. This included enslaved labor, wagons, animal teams, and lumber and sawmill production. The population quickly rose to over 10,000. Captain D.W. Vowles, who helped supervise construction of the camp, was named the prisoners' commandant. Some prisoners noted that Vowles was a better commandant than Captain Henry Wirz at Andersonville, and he escaped the fate of being charged with war crimes after the war. One of Camp Lawton's most famous prisoners was Sergeant Boston Corbett. Corbett would later go on to be recognized as the soldier who shot and killed President Abraham Lincoln's assassin, John Wilkes Booth. There's a small museum in there with some artifacts and information. It's $2 per person to get in, and I am so tired from walking around that I'm not going in there today. I might come back and do that in the future. Originally, I was going to stay here for 2 nights, but with my dad coming home, I wasn't sure. I called the office and told them that I was leaving early so they could give that spot to someone if they had, last-minute visitors. And they're giving me a refund. I didn't expect it because they required 2 nights for that particular campsite. So I'm very happy with that. The campsite was incredible. I had some privacy over on the end, very unlike what I experienced in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Those were regular RV parks, Jellystone. Not that they weren't nice, but it's just a totally different experience. You're deeper into nature, you have more privacy. I definitely prefer state parks over RV parks. I did buy a Georgia State Park pass when I was at my last fort that I visited, and that was Fort McAllister. That was an amazing experience as well. If I had to choose between the two, I would choose Fort McAllister over this park. There's a lot more to see and do, and the museum is really something special. I'll put a link to my Fort McAllister video right here. Look at these pretty flowers. I saw these right before I left. Oh, damn it. With that, I will bid you adieu and to stay trippy.